Hi there friends, and welcome to my latest video. This is a part of a blog hop that I'm participating in, and it's for the Glue Dots and the CardMaker's magazine blog hop, and it's all about Halloween. And so if you have not checked out the blog post, it's going to be linked in the description below if you're watching this in my YouTube channel. It will include all of the supplies that I used, as well as cutting information and scoring information about this project. So first of all, I'm going to start by showing you how I made these boxes. They're treat boxes that are Halloween themed, and I just really had fun making these projects. The these boxes were just kind of made just the way it's just kind of what I envisioned it to be. So it's a little bit sloppy in some areas because I was kind of thinking it as I go. But I'm just scoring it and making sure that the score that when I score it, it's all going to be the same in these three boxes. Now, the reason why I made three is because I have three kids, and so this will be perfect to make sure that each one of them has a treat box in Halloween. And I decided to use some I did use some themed products, but the papers that I'm using in the cards and also in these boxes, they're not your typical Halloween papers. I tried to make sure that I went with the color scheme that is for the holiday, but the items besides the stamps are not from Halloween pack. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to kind of show people that if you have some holiday themed projects, you don't necessarily always have to have holiday themed products. You can go by the color scheme and then shop your stash to get the products for your project. So with these boxes, I used two different textured cardstock from Coordinations, a purple one and an orange one. And then I also used a glittered paper from Die Cuts with a View. And I love the glitter because it reminds me of, like the Halloween night where the moon is high and the stars are just shining, and so that reminded me of Halloween, so that's why I picked it. So here is my one of my boxes. It's coming together, and I didn't show you how I did the rest of them, but what I did was I scored them and then I cut them in distinct places, and then I also kind of cut just a little bit of an angle on the center so that my box will all the pieces of my folds will just work really well. And here I'm adhering some adhesive. Now, the reason why I'm using my hands is because when I roll the adhesive on the glitter texture, it doesn't stick, and so that's why I used my hand. But once you adhere that, what I love about Glue Dots adhesive is that they do adhere pretty well. So it's hard to layer it because of the texture, but when it's adhered there, it's all good. And then I've also pre-cut some papers, and as you can see, I'm adhering this on just the back of the pattern paper, and it glides really well. That's because of the smooth texture of the pattern paper. This is a black paper with gold dots, and I thought that was also really kind of indicative of a Halloween theme. And I've pre-cut that. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you check out my blog post because it will have all of the specifications of cutting and also scoring. And I did also punch out a scallop punch on the top of my boxes just to give it a little bit more interest. And I'm just putting this all together. As you can see, once you have all the measurements and all of the papers pre-cut, making an assembly line of these boxes will go super fast. So there are my boxes. It's pretty much done. Now I just need to decorate it. And I did cut out some circles from an Avery Elle nesting die that has stitch on the inside edge. And I've cut 3 circles. I cut 2 from black glittered and then 1 from white glitter. And then this is just a tree that doesn't have any leaves that I got from a swap. So I don't know if it's a cut file or a steel die cut, but I thought it was really cool to add that because A, it was already in my stash and I wanted to use it up, and B, it reminds me of fall, you know, with the trees without any leaves. And then the colors as well was perfect for this particular project. So that's what I'm doing, and then I adhere that with some glue dots mini adhesive. And then I'm just adding my sentiment now. I'm going to be adding that on just white paper, and I'm going to be stamping it with this hybrid ink from My Favorite Things. And of course I'm going to add that, I'm stamping that 3 times because I have 3 boxes to make. And as you can see, my strategy for making these projects is very assembly line. I do the boxes first, I decorate the middle, I decorate the front next, and then I stamp my sentiments. So by doing so, it makes the process very fast and efficient. So I'm going to be trimming the edges of it just so it's not too long. Just trimming that a little bit. And then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to position these before I adhere them with some more mini glue dots. So I decided that I would adhere first of all, I would ink the edges. I'm going to ink that with some brown ink, and then I'm going to adhere that onto the tree first, and then adhere that whole block of decoration on the center. That way I know exactly where to put my adhesive because I know which part of that strip will go onto the next layer. And if you have any questions, don't forget to leave it in the comment section below, and either on my YouTube video or on my blog. And also make sure that you check out the blog again, because that's where you're going to get the link for all of the other hoppers. Is that what you call them? No, you guys are the hoppers. For all the other blogs that you can hop with in this blog hop. So now I'm going to be punching some holes with my crocodile, and I want to do 2 holes, of course, so that I can tie some twine, just so that I can fasten the top of these boxes. So these boxes I especially created in a way where the sides are open, so that even when I've tied this all together and I've decorated it and everything, that I can later on just grab my candies or whatever treats I'm going to put in here, and then I can just stick it onto the side of these boxes. So easy peasy. You can definitely do this for for a class gift that you're going to give to kids, the kids in your children's classroom, or like preschool or something like that. And you can even have your kids help you put this together, or you can also just make it for friends and family. And this twine, I got this from just a dollar spot at Target. I love to go to Target or to Michael's and get their holiday themed products when they go on sale after the holidays. And I stock up on them because they're great for projects like this. And if you're new to my channel and came here because of the blog hop, I hope that you will come back and or you can stick around and look at the other videos that I have. I share process videos for mostly layouts, but I do card videos once in a while, and I also do some tip videos and some share project and product share videos as well. So make sure that you check that out, and I hope that you will like all the other videos that I share here on YouTube. So I had to redo the tie on this specific one because it wasn't going the direction that I wanted, and so I just trimmed it. And I have way too many of this twine, so if I mess up and I have to redo, I'm totally fine with that. Now the only kind of pain as far as the twine is that because it's two-toned, it was unraveling, so I have to make sure that I keep on the ends of it, that I have to hold on tight or maybe lick it a little bit so that the two ends, I mean the ends, the two different strings won't unravel. Okay, so I was done with my boxes, and now I'm going to share with you a little bit about my cards. Now the cards are super easy, and I'm not going to be sharing with you the rest of how it came about, but it's pretty self-explanatory if you see it. I'm going to share it in the at the end of this video, all of the projects that I created. There's going to be still shots as well as on my blog. So I'm using this nested die from Memory Box, and it has that stitch die on the edge, on the inside edge, and so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm also using the leftovers of the cardstock that I used for my boxes and use that as my card bases. And I love that with three cardstock, 12 by 12 cardstock, I was able to make three different boxes and also three different cards. So they're all well coordinated, and this would be a great project if you have that idea of coordinating your cards with your treat boxes or gift boxes. I'm just using not the biggest die, but the second to the biggest, and then I'm also going to be taking out, also creating some smaller rectangles with some white cardstock, and that is because I want to stamp some images onto that white cardstock, and that's going to be where I'm going to do a lot of my stamping, and then also the sentiment. So I have this stamp from Lawn Fawn. It's a fairly old stamp, but I love it because it has all of the Halloween images, and I'm just stamping this candy corn, and I'm creating my own pattern paper with some ink and also my stamp. Now in some places I didn't stamp it very well, even though I do have my foam on the bottom, but I'm not too worried about some of them because they're going to be covered with my sentiment. I just have to redo the ones that are on the edges because they're the ones that's going to show. So right here I am designing this as I go. I guess I only created 2 cards. I forgot about that. Sorry, it's been a while since I made this video. So next I'm going to stamp another. This one I'm going to use the circle die that I used with the same die that I used for my box. And I'm just going to die cut that. And I'm using a Cuttlebug to die cut it, and I decided that instead of using white, that I'm going to use some colored inks or colored cardstocks. And here are some close-ups. Again, I apologize for not being able to share the rest of my process with the cards, but it's very self-explanatory. I did heat emboss my spider and then my sentiment as well. Again, if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends, and please subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.